Jags a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Play action. It's Tannehill.
R1 button.
Eluding the pressure
R1 button.
right.
Triangle button.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. McCann now for the extra
R1
point.
button. Triangle button.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and this one caught by Beasley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Allen to throw once more. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They begin with Henry. Powers through him, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Escaping the pressure right.
Triangle button.
Sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now they'll run down right.
Square button. Square button.
He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. What you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Square button.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And kind of equated to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Flush down right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Entering exhibition play now screen. You have 8 options. Resume is selected.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Tannehill.
Triangle button.
He'll buy some time right.
Triangle button. R1 button.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
You have to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Square button. Triangle button. Square button. Cross button.
On second down, here's Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Triangle button.
Tannehill.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
To his left.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say,
Triangle button.
stop on 3rd down.
R1 button. Triangle button.
Here we go on 4th.
Triangle button.
Tannehill.
Triangle button. Cross button.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
R1 button. Triangle button.
First down,
Triangle
Tannehill.
button. R1 button.
Eluding the
Triangle
pressure
button.
right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back
Triangle
deep
button.
over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
R1 button.
From the gun,
Triangle
here's
button.
Tannehill.
R1 button. Triangle button.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A.J. Epinesa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. On 3rd down, Henry.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance
Triangle
in this
button.
one, they've got to change their blocking
Square button.
assignments. They've got to do a better job to
Triangle
keep
button.
him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs yards. 27 yards. A big complete. And all the way down to the 9. A big play here for Buffalo. Here's Allen to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Allen dancing to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Allen now on 3rd and goal, being chased out left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen escaping the pressure. Touchdown, Bills. It's complete. Tommy Sweeney from 3 yards out. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And the Titans getting set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Triangle button. R1 button. Triangle button.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Tannehill.
Circle button. Triangle button.
Rolling to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.
And got his man complete.
If you were me,
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Taken from about the 12. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the...
Now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess they catch all.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Triangle button.
But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
172 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Much more to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Roll him out right. Looking deep for Julio.
Square button.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's an extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Circle button.
Out of the gun,
button.
Tannehill.
R1
He'll buy
button.
some time
R1
right.
button.
He's going deep for Brown.
Triangle button.
And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Unable to... And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
You thought you had it.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Buffalo defense, they get ready as they trot back on the field. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here. On 2nd and 14. Tannehill now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we're talking about with defensive backs.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Fertzer, 76 yards.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Entering exhibition play now screen, you have 6 options. Resume is selected.